Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another capsule series selection. Today, I'm going to bring 6 fragrances to you guys that are basically, I'll say this without overtly putting it in my thumbnail, this is the panty dropper list. Most of us know that this particular list, the fresh amber style of fragrances, is more and more apt to bringing women into your vicinity and becoming more and more sensually attracted to you. I've come across these fragrances that are in my collection and I've worn them in different occasions. They are all fresh amber fragrances. Some are similar, some are divergent from any similarity, but they all have a fresh amber take on them, and each one in its own right has done some simply marvelous things when wearing them out in public, getting not only compliments but commentary from people in my vicinity that really want to know either what I'm wearing, where I got it from, and or what my name and number is. So with that being said, let's talk about fresh amber fragrances for the summertime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dry Down, the lifestyle channel where we as enthusiasts aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through the understanding of the different aromas, facets, and nuance of scent, cigars, and wines. Today, I'm going to talk about the edgy sweetness of amber fragrances that are fresh for the spring, summer, and early fall of North America. I know that these can be slightly different appealing when it comes to different temperatures and climates, so just take in mind that I am in Northeast United States, and where I wear these in this climate is actually suitable for temperatures of 50 degrees to about 85 degrees in Fahrenheit. So I'll start off first by saying that the first fragrance here is by the house of Navitus Parfums, and this fragrance is Vivamor, done in conjunction with another YouTuber. I can't remember what his name was. I think that you guys are capable of doing quite a bit of research, but I'll tell you what the scent is. The scent is incredible. Just a fruity amber concoction done with fresh spicy accords and oriental takes. It starts out with one of the best blasts of lemon, pineapple, and pink pepper openings with a slightly touch of sweet warm rosewood. It goes into this texture of oak moss, patchouli, rose, and saffron, which is a nicely done spice mid, but the spices do not come as a divergent appeal in this fragrance. It really is a backbone, or a mid bone I should say, being the heart notes of this particular scent that really come into play to give a contemplation to the scent while giving a blast of I would say a certain type of integrity to the mid, because you do smell the oak moss, which is one of the best parts of this, and that comes into combination with the base notes. So that opening of fresh lemon, the mid of oak moss is that woody tonality, which is sweet and herbaceous along with that top of chords, and then it goes into the fresh amber wood, which is the ambery freshness of this particular scent. And boy, did they use the amber woods perfect in this one. If you haven't gotten your nose on this one and you guys are either on the fence about the house of Navitus Parfums and you don't know how it performs, let me tell you this particular scent is one of the best in my collection when it comes to performance, scent profile for the opposite sex to be attracted to and become very, very allured by, especially in the summertime and spring heat. It's really one that flourishes. It gives a certain amount of savoir-faire about you, your appearances, your actual elevation of everything about you, the area around you. You create a certain ambiance. You become a much more proud person. You become much more of a standout person when you wear scents like this, because the notes push, they smell great, and people are attracted to you. It's up to you to carry the day the rest of the way, but hey, carpe diem, get it in. Once again, Vivamor by the house of Navitus Parfum. Fruity, sweet, ambery fresh. The freshness is the lemon and pineapple. The amberiness is the amber wood. Spectacular scent. I can't speak highly enough about this one. It's a really phenomenal fragrance when it comes to getting that particular essence across to people in which you want to have it done as a ambery, fresh, sweet panty dropper. Vivamor. Next up, guys, we're going to talk about the scent that really started it all. And yes, this is a 2015 vintage bottle of Sauvage EDT. And if you're any person in the know about what Sauvage has done since the summer of 2015, and that's crazy to think about how long it's been out. And yes, this is a vintage 2015 bottle. This is one that was purchased as a pre-purchase from Macy's when it was becoming a launch. And to me, this is one of the best Ambrox Szechuan pepper, fresh, fruity, spicy, synthetic, yes, but citrus, woody, accorded fragrances. I think anybody who gets this into their collection, into their rotation. You're going to hear it's been overplayed, overdone. It's not. It's no simple fragrance. It's not something that everybody purchases. It was something in 2018, 2019 that was kind of overhyped and overdone, but now that many people have laid off this scent, and some people who were into this one have gone into the niche realm. They're going into this particular world of niche perfumery. They've left this one alone, which gives you the opportunity, us the opportunity, all the opportunity to wear this fragrance once again, and any opportunity we see fit when we want to wear a panty dropper. It's cool, it's warm at the same time, very sophisticated. It elicits thoughts of sensuality yet playfulness. It's a great gender perfume for men. It's nothing that's even overtly or even edged toward the feminine. It's very well done. It's clean, fresh, while it's giving you a vibrant aspect of play on temptation. And that's basically what you want in your fragrance. This is one that really brings in people. Women want to devour you. You tease their nostrils and they want to devour you with Sauvage. And yes, like I said, the EDT version. Great fragrance for ambery freshness. Don't forget that. That's what this list is. All about ambery freshness. Provençal lavender, rosemary, Liberian bergamot, geranium, patchouli vetiver, that ambrox like I stated, but the call out notes are that lavender, pink pepper / Szechuan pepper, a lemony fresh LME with Calabrian bergamot, and ambrox. Get your nose on the original EDT. See what you think about it. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, what I got for you is the scent of, from the house of Ormonde Jayne, done by Jayne. This here, spicy, herbaceous, floral, and woody. The ambergris and ambroxan mix in this. They use both. They use a natural ambergris tincture and they use the ambroxan synthetic in this one. So fresh, so green. And that's the one that I love about this one. And for this particular scent, I'm quite surprised. I know it's a unisex leaning fragrance, especially in the first 5 minutes of the opening. It goes into the scent profile of things, now that I'm wrapping my head around it, that go off like the scents that I just did a few weeks back, which was Pica Valladama. It's that fresh, floral, clean, super clean woodiness. And this one here does it greatly. So the green notes in this almost come off like an aldehyde. More green, more spicy, more heavy in the orange blossom, which makes that opening very fresh and live. The mid is what makes this a slightly heady, herbaceous, and woody floral arrangement, because this comes in with jasmine absolute, the amber, which is the tincture, rose, orchid, orris, and osmanthus. So it's a fresh floral mid in the heart of it. The base comes around the ambroxan, woody, yellow musk with slightly aromatic touches, slightly spicy, a beautiful tonka bean, and cedar wood. So you get all these facets of a fresh, ethereal, like inspiring blend of notes that really come off quite well for fresh, ambery scents. Like I said, I haven't seen many people talk about this, and bringing it to your attention is my pleasure, because it is one of those fragrances that is if you're on the fence about it, of course I'm going to say test it, because it may not be in your wheelhouse. But if you're a person that loves ambroxan mixes with certain floral accords and that green, like citrus opening, you're going to love this particular scent. And I get nothing but compliments on this particular scent when I do wear it. A great presence, very persistent, just lifts off the skin. Jayne knows what he's doing with performance. Again, Amber Royale by Ormonde Jayne. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, another fragrance from Electimuss. You guys know I love Electimuss because I've presented to you maybe 5 or 6 from my collection. There are very, very great performing fragrances, and this one here is Trajan. I think I actually put this in the list a couple weeks back, introducing it to you after I put it in my collection. Trajan is a wonderful, wonderful fragrance, man. You guys want a panty dropper, you guys want something that's fresh, citrusy fragrances, you want something that's serene, you want something that's suave, sophisticated, you want Trajan. It has a great ambroxan ambergris mix in the base. It comes off slightly like Baccarat Rouge 540, which you've probably heard the actual commentary about. For this one, it comes off, to me, slightly more masculine because of that, not so much more masculine, but much more approachable for masculine skin, because that mid of the Baccarat Rouge can come off slightly feminine. That's why they made it like that. They wanted to be a pure unisex scent. For me, this one leans more masculine. It has a saffron and lavender mid, which also with the sage comes into that sweet, spicy aromatic, which makes this a little bit more masculine in my popular, or in my honest opinion, I should say. The scent is very, very well done. It's composed with high quality notes, as we know Electimuss does. I'm a big fan of this house, and I can't say much more about the quality in their fragrances other than it is sometimes unparalleled, unmatched at what they use at the price point we can get it at discounters and such. For me, Trajan opens with a fresh orange blossom, lime, lemon, bergamot. So that's all 4 citruses that you love in a fragrance. That citrus, of course, stays throughout the entire scent, making it wonderful, approachable, slightly sweet, spicy in the mid because of the saffron, lavender, and sage with that aromatic. And the ambergris, cedarwood, and oak moss make it herbaceous, very approachable, and very sensual in the base of it. And it's just a phenomenal scent. And I think all you guys should get your nose on, especially if you want a panty dropper for the summertime. Put your money where your mouth is. You want a panty dropper, you want something that's going to be smelling sweet, sexy, and sensual. This is the one you want, in my honest opinion. I must say, it's a phenomenal, approachable, sexy, sensual scent. Trajan, Electimuss. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is one of my favorite fragrances from the house of the Labo, and this is another 13. This one here is a very fresh, woody, spicy, fruity scent, but this one here is more synthetic than any of the other ones in my stable of fresh amber fragrances. Now for me, what this one does, along with ambroxan, they have a scent accord that is in this called Helvetilide. Now Helvetilide makes this a silvery, almost like a papyrus style of fragrance, which is very captivating. You would think that the actual contemporary scent of this would be copied more than it has been, and that Helvetilide is what I would think is a thing that would have been copied. But man, it's a wonderful fragrance. You have in this a fresh opening of pear, oak moss in this one as well, as many of these have in there. This one also has a musky ambrette seed, so you have this very sweet, warm, synthetic, ambery accorded freshness of all the things you want in a sexy summer fragrance. This one here can go off on any occasion in high heat up to 100 degrees. It's going to come off as fresh, inviting, slightly woody, slightly musky, but all in all, you're going to get that fresh and inviting feel of amber. And that thing on this one, along with the Helvetilide, comes off so well. I think it's the mixture of the pear and the moss in the opening, which makes it so inviting, along with a little bit of white florals in the mid. I'm going to think that's something like a jasmine and a an orange blossom, but more on the jasmine mix, because it's something slightly heady, not anything indolic, but heady to the smell. And this one plays well. This one pushes, performs. It's one thing about the scent that I do not like, but I do love the scent. The thing I don't like is that it's a one and done. When you spray this on, what you get is what you get. It's not going to change any way, shape, or form, at least on my skin and or paper where I've put it on. Once you spray this on, what you get is what you get. There's no real development, but I don't think with this particular scent you actually need a lot of development. And as I'm smelling this right now, I think what I may be smelling is a tarragon note, which is a slightly herbaceous, woody, spicy, yet ambery style of aromatic accord. And it's very nice. I think I'm smelling tarragon on this. It may not be listed in the notes because I don't recall it being listed in the notes, but I'm smelling it's like an ambery tarragon in this, which makes it very, very nice as well. So all in all, another 13, fresh, warm, spicy, woody, has a great synthetic accords to it, come off and they push very, very high in the air to give you a certain amount of sillage and projection that will pull in others to your bubble and be a panty dropper. Wear this with a white tee, you're gonna kill it. Another 13, the Labo. Ladies, gentlemen, last on this list is one. I just picked this one up. I did a unboxing for you guys on this one. This is Blue Talisman by the house of NIhilo, and boy. So I gave this fragrance a hard time. Not so much. I told you guys the honest to God truth about this one. While spraying it on my skin and the blotter, I was not impressed. I stand by that. I'm not super impressed with what this fragrance is, but I am going to tell you this. What I stated in that particular opening has come true. I wore this fragrance for 2 to 3 days in a row, and each particular day I wore it, I was told, damn, you smell good. And I was told by 4 different people in that 3-day range of wearing it. And I was, I was slightly impressed with that. But I knew that going in when I smelled it, because I told you guys and that it's going to be a compliment made, and that's what this fragrance does. So if you want a ambroxan fresh, woody, sensual fragrance done with nice oils, I wouldn't say they're just superb oils. They smell great. I would think that this is, and like I'm standing by my word on that, this is a simplistic fragrance to me, but I am not the one that I'm spraying this on for. I will be honest with you in that. I'm spraying this on to get ultimate compliments when I'm out and about in public, around people, around women. And that's what this particular scent does. I can't lie to you about that. So if that's what you're looking for, if you want a panty dropper that's going to sing to the ladies and get them pulled into you, Blue Talisman. The dudes who've been putting this on hype wasn't lying about that. Like I said, though, if you're a niche head like myself and you love complex fragrances, it ain't going to impress you. But the comment you might get will have you buying a second bottle of it. So I say all that to say this one here. This is a Akigali wood and Ambre fix fragrance with a Gregory wood in the mid. All those synthetic notes come together with a white musk, an opening of pear, ginger, bergamot, and mandarin orange. It smells good. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, it smells good. It comes off the skin because of all of those components that are synthetic. It's one of those scents that is similar to what Baccarat Rouge 540 does for me, where I know it's playing in people's noses because I get the compliments from it 5-6 hours later. But I don't smell it on my skin, so I have been one to refresh this when I found out it wasn't necessary. Because I've had somebody where I was wearing it and I wore it around them in the entire day, and they told me how good I smelled in the first hours of wearing it. And then I went out, I got a compliment, and I came back in. I couldn't smell it on my skin anymore. I sprayed it, and they were like, no, you didn't need to, because the scent was still following you. So that's what this type of scent is when it comes to all those synthetic accords that really come in and inundate your nose and give you a anosmic feeling. But at the end of the day, what this is about is the Ambre Fresh Panty Droppers. And here you have it. Like I said, the last but not least on this list of fragrances that includes so many great sensual, sensorial experiences for panty dropping. Yes, I'm saying it. In the summertime. Pear, ginger, bergamot, mandarin opening, orange blossom, and Gregory wood in the mid, which is a nice hardwood smell in the mid. And then focusing on the Akigali wood, Ambre fix, and musk. And I must say, me being a great big fan of Akigali wood, and I called that out like 2 years ago when I first smelled it, that I would love that particular note in scents. And I have with every scent I've gotten in particular in. It smells great off my skin, and I think it will smell great off of yours because all of the synthetics usually come off well on everyone. Again, Blue Talisman, panty dropper, summertime fragrance. Get your nose on it. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been my video for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this Ambre Fresh panty dropper list. And yes, I must admit, I'm not one to really say panty droppers in my videos because I think that takes a lot more work than just me spraying fragrance on. But for you guys and the fun of this fragrance list and the fun of this particular category of fragrances, I'm going to let y'all know the women love these particular styles of scents. And it's up to you to get her to come to your particular vicinity, talk your game up, spit your words, tell her that, hey, she's the one for you or whatever you got to do. It is what it is. Until next time, until next video. I mean, that Blue Talisman is pushing up off my the paper strip. I had to look down and see what it was. Great scent. All in all, I'll see you guys in the next video. You have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Let anybody know, once again, always, that we are here. We're making a family of this particular commentary in these categories of fragrances. And just to send, comment, leave something below, thumbs up. Let me know how we loving these videos, how you're loving these videos. See you in the next one. You guys have a great day. Peace.